Hey everyone, it's Jordan from Fish Keeping Made Easy, and today we're going to do a feature that's a regular one on our Instagram page, Fish Tank Fridays. We're going to look at all the tanks that were submitted this week. Make sure you follow these Aquascapers because they've taken a lot of time in designing and maintaining these scapes, so we'll show their tanks and do a little brief summary about them. So the first tank we're going to look at is by an aquascaper named Great Northern Scapes from Canada, one of my favourite aquascapers right now. So this tank is actually a nano tank, but it gives off the idea the tank is really massive. I love the layout of the dragon stone, and the sharp pieces create this real dynamic effect, adding a lot of depth to the tank, which is why it looks so large. So I think my favourite thing about this tank is the three different carpets. At the front you have Glosso, which is a New Zealand plant. It's a big, thick, strong grass and is really good for the front of a tank. You've got Monte Carlo and some UG in the back on the rocks there. So there's also some red grass in there as well, which amazingly complements the rock and really finishes off the scape. So the next tank is by Sandy.Discus 26, and this tank is just a classic discus tank. Large pieces of wood with some Anubias, some great looking stem plants in the back there. I also love the clean look of the white sand. This more subtle scape is perfect for complementing the discus, which are obviously the main feature of this tank. So the next person is John Zero. He's a fellow British aquascaper. This is only a 60 litre community tank, no CO2, and has only been running for the last few months. Now these are the more wild type scapes that I love, an array of different plants growing and giving thick coverage, loads of different bush varieties, some Bacopa, some Hydrophilia, Vallisneria, the list just goes on. The hardscape just combines perfectly to create an outstanding natural looking scape. I love this scape. So this tank is by KT Nano Tanks. Now this guy only has 500 followers and definitely deserves a lot more, and again is another British aquascaper. So this is a very unique scape with the lava rock being front and centre. This actually goes really well with the super red Ludwigia. Nice carpet at the front that will definitely grow in and fill really nicely. I love the Amazon frog bit floating at the top, a couple Rotalia species. It's just a really awesome nanoscape. So the next tank is by E. Ramos Rango, I hope I said that right. This is a spectacular looking tank, a real textbook aquascape. I love the carpet, which I assume is Monte Carlo, an array of stem plants which will give this tank real height over time. When you have this many plants, I definitely agree you don't need that much hardscape. What hardscape there is makes it look like a mountain in amongst the jungle. Now the next person on our list is Hydro Lazy. This is a nice riverbed idea. I love the mix of hardscapes with the large rocks and small rocks mixed with the sandy substrate. It really gives off this local Scottish river idea for me. The Amazon sword in the front is front and centre and it will only get bigger. Some Rotalia in the back. I love the look of this tank, a perfect natural looking aquascape. The next tank is by one of our good friends on Instagram, El Aquarium. He actually works in the Belle Isle Aquarium in Detroit, which is actually the oldest aquarium in the United States. This tank houses a pea puffer and the setup is just perfect. Loads of little hiding spots, and I love the forest themed hardscape, complementing the dark brown wood with the rich green of the Anubias and the Boost. The dark substrate helps to enhance this enchanted forest theme, and it'll just be perfect for this little puffer to thrive in. So our next scape is by Aquaplant and Leo. I'm loving the wood mixed with the rocks to create that centrepiece of the scape, which will look even better once that moss, Anubias and Boost that's attached all grows in. I really like the light sand and the hair grass, but I think my favourite part of the scape is the Rotalia Wallachii. It looks great in the back there with the pink tips, and you really need good lighting conditions to get these, so well done. Next tank on our list is by Mondragon Aquatics. Here we have another great discus setup. I love the large bit of central bogwood being the centrepiece of the tank, some Anubias Bartiar attached to it, and the Amazon swords placed neatly on each side will give the scape a nice symmetrical look. And let's not forget the real centrepiece here, the discus. All the different amazing colours really stand out. Next tank on our list is by Sijan J. So we have a nice top shot of this tank. There isn't much plants or any hardscape other than this Pathos plant, which we recently discussed on our Instagram page, how they're great for nitrate reduction. The plant roots will eventually grow, giving this sort of vine mangrove effect. Very simple, but it's also very creative. The next tank on our list is by AK Aquatics. It's an Irish aquascaper, a nice subtle scape here with a nice piece of wood running all the way down the centre of the tank. Once it's covered in moss and plants, it will look absolutely amazing. Obviously the angels are the star of this show here and look really great. The next tank on our list is by Skylar Zucht, another great looking scape which gives off this riverbed type look for me. That large piece of wood with the Anubias popping out the top and the other attached plants looks awesome. Some amazing Amazon swords at the front, some Vallisneria in the back, and let's not forget that red tiger lotus floating at the top really gives this scape a nice clean look. I just want to thank everyone who submitted a tank. If this video goes well, we'll probably do this on a weekly basis, so let us know if you've got any tanks to submit. Please follow us on Instagram at fishkeepingmadeeasy and send us a DM. Thank you.